Parents, I put speech therapy in a book. Let me explain. So this is my first book. It's called My First Learn to Talk book. And I put in here all of the things that I do as a pediatric speech language pathologist in my sessions with babies and toddlers every day. Hear me out. I'm going to show you. So on every page is a photograph of a little person, right? A baby or a toddler with a facial expression, right? Because we know that little brains are drawn to faces. They prefer looking at faces. There's research that has studied this. So that's element number one, right? Then I incorporated the building blocks of language. So there's lots of things that happen before kids learn to say words, right? So I think a lot of times as parents, we're focused on, oh, can you say dog? Can you say banana? Can you say mama? And sometimes that's too hard for our little people, and we need to back up a little bit and build the foundation. So there's lots of building blocks of communication, things like gestures, facial expressions, sounds, and then words. So when we back up a little bit and we figure out what is this little one good at imitating, what is this little one good at saying or doing, and we meet them there and we do more of that, they get so excited because they're like, I can do this. I want to do more of it and I want to do it with you. So I filled my book with all of those pieces. Okay, look at the first page. Let's look at it. When I eat an apple, my mouth says, mmm. Another little trick. Did you notice this? Every mouth matches the sound or word on each page. I'll show you more as we go through the book. Let me just tell you why really quick. So we have, babies and toddlers have something called mirror neurons, and there are these neurons in our brain that when our brain receives information about what it sees another person doing, tells our little muscles to try and mirror that. It's sort of like an automatic process. They don't think, oh, mommy's putting her lips together. I think I'll try and do that. How do I do that? No, it's automatic. So when little ones look at these pictures, or when they look at your face making these sounds, their mouths kind of try to do what they see you doing, what they see these kids doing. Have you noticed, like, when your baby was super young and you were kind of face to face and you would smile or you would make faces, you'd kind of see their mouths go, those are those mirror neurons in action. It's like the coolest thing. Okay, let's keep going. When my mind is thinking, my mouth says, There's also gestures on most pages, right? And so the way that I like to introduce the book is not by saying, okay, sit down, it's time to read, because some kids aren't ready for that. Some are. Some kids, though, they really want to explore the books as objects. And so I hand it over and I just let them like flip through it, notice which pages are their favorites. This one's a big favorite, very popular. And then I join them in paying attention to that page. So if a little one's staring at this page, I might look at it and go, rawr, just modeling the sound, or even just the gesture. When kids are ready, we start to read all the text on the page. Actually, no, let's back up. There's an in-between step. What we also can do if a little one is ready to go page by page is we can simply turn the page and model the sounds. Ah. Wah. Some little ones start crying on that page. I'm sorry. That wasn't the plan, but social emotional learning, woohoo. Wow. Ow. He's okay. Rawr. And so on. We go all the way through the book like that, just imitating the sounds and maybe the gestures, right? And I take my time. See how slowly I'm going? Then, if a little one is ready or they're interested in it, we start to read the whole line of text on each page. And maybe it's only a couple pages that we get through that, right? Let's do one I haven't showed you yet. Let's go this way. When the baby's sleeping, my mouth says, shh. When I'm super sleepy, my mouth says, zzz. When I go down the slide, my mouth says, wee. And when I want to turn, my mouth says, me. When we read these lines of text over and over again, little brains start to anticipate the big payoff at the end, like that really exciting word or gesture, or like the way you do it. And they get excited for it, right? You know that response where you're reading and you see your little one get like a little more excited, and then you do the big thing and you're both like giggling. This is one of the most powerful speech therapy techniques we use that you can use to help your child imitate. So first you're gonna read the lines of each page and you're gonna say the exciting word and they're probably gonna imitate you in some way. Over and over and over again, you do that. They've got it like memorized. Now you use a very powerful pause. You might have heard me say the power of the pause. And you stop unexpectedly and you wait for your little one to fill in the blank, okay? It looks a little like this. This is how I do it. When I feel surprised, my mouth says, and you wait like 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. If you're uncomfortable, you're doing it right. And your little one eventually will probably fill in the blank and say, wow. It might not happen in the beginning. In the beginning, you might see just like an excited response, right? Like, when are you going to say it? When are you going to say it? And you can just go ahead and say it because you have so many chances to do this again and again. And your little one is kind of starting to figure out, oh, mommy or daddy or my parent wants me to do something here. Like, it's my turn. So that's how this book works. Your little one gets to practice saying all of these sounds and exclamatory words. Exclamatory words are words that have lots of emotion and excitement, like the things we exclaim, like, oh no, whoa, wee, ow. And then they get to start using these words throughout your daily routines, like when it's appropriate. So that's the carryover. You can also check out my second book, which is my first Learn to Talk book, Things That Go. And this one, same approach, but we've got words that have to do with vehicles. So what I love about that is like there's direct carryover into play. So you could say PU with the garbage truck page, and then when you're playing with your garbage truck, guess what your child knows how to say now? So, speech therapy in the books. Ask me questions in the comments. I'm so happy to talk. Oh, Ollie, my dog. Dog's in the studio. So happy to answer more questions, share more knowledge. I'm so happy you're here.